So, the Tour du Mont Blanc, the most popular, most impressive hike in Europe.
And we gave up again!
Yeah,
A round of
but we
applause.
didn't. We come back on that later. But the Tour du Mont Blanc is a 170 kilometers long hike going through France, Switzerland and Italy. So we crossed 3 beautiful European countries.
As soon as you cross the borders, you already see so much landscape changing. And if you are a hiking lover, oof, it's a heaven for you.
It's a bucket list, really. It was my favorite hike.
But
But
there are a few things which you really need to consider before doing the Tour de Mont
before
Blanc.
you're going there, really make sure you know these things and you did your research. And I hope this video already helps with that. So first thing is, the hike isn't easy. It's 170 kilometers long, so you can imagine that it's tough.
It's tough, and if you are a multi-day hiker or if you have a little bit of experience with multi-day hiking, then you should be fine. But if it's your first time doing a multi-day trek, it could be tough. Because one day trekking, it's fine, but then you are sore and you're super tired, and then you have to do it over and over again for the next 11 to 12 days.
And I think what makes it most tough is that it goes like this.
Up and down,
up and down. Every day.
It's still doable. It's tough,
doable,
but
yeah.
it's really doable. Like, you're gonna take longer. Some days you might feel really shit because your whole body is sore.
And don't underestimate the distance. Like, I see a lot of people on the internet like, oh, can I just do one day 30 Ks? It's not 30 Ks like this, it goes like this.
Yeah.
So we saw people doing 30 Ks and they really had no fun.
No.
Like,
and
they saw so sad and they looked really fit.
yeah,
But
and if you're really doing 30K, you really have to start, say, 5 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and you're gonna finish like 6 o'clock in the evening. And whole day you are in a rush because you have to do 30K, and then you cannot even enjoy
No.
the beauty around you.
And then we can say something about luggage, because as you can imagine, you walk so much, you don't want to carry too much weight on your back.
No. That was the first reason why we quit our Tour de Mont Blanc last year,
yeah.
because we were carrying 25 kilos of backpack, and which was not really fun. But this year we did really good with packing.
Yeah, I never struggled with my back, never.
No,
It was
we
around
packed
10.
really minimal, and the good part was we were hiking in summer.
Yeah,
So-
so yeah, you don't need heavy winter clothes, down jackets or stuff. We will make a separate video once about what we exactly took to our trek.
The route, of course, we did clockwise, which is not the usual route. Most people do anti-clockwise. And because we were doing clockwise, we had so much fun because we were the
Yeah.
only ones most of the time on the trek.
Yeah, like in the morning and afternoon we were alone. Just during around 12, you pass people coming anti-clockwise.
Even if it's a not usual route, we were not afraid of getting lost because all the trails are really well marked. So we had this All Trail Maps app, and you can already pre-download the Tour de Mont Blanc app, and that app is gives you super detailed view of exactly where you are and where you have to go, also the distances and stuff, and you can also track your progress throughout the day, that what was your moving time, what was your elevation gain, and all that sort of stuff.
And we of course provide information now, but maybe you have way more questions. And there's also this Facebook group. I will link the Facebook group down in the description below. And in this Facebook group, there are, I think, around 22,000 people.
Yeah.
And they discuss everything, whatever you can think of. Even one person once asked, do I have to take bear spray? I really recommend to take some cash with you, because there are some places where you couldn't pay with your card. Of course, also when you go to Switzerland, if you use your card, you have to pay conversion and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just take euros, because you can pay with euros throughout Switzerland, then it's easier, and it's just 101. You don't have to pay that much
Until
more.
now.
Until now. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, true. It might change. Maybe Swiss thinks their money is worth more. Ooh, should we also say a little bit about how much we spent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is of course super personal. We spent around €100 per person per day because we stayed in refugees and we took some lunch every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a little bit in all our videos about the Tour de Mont Blanc. We made from every day one video. In the end, I always say what we spent that day.
Yeah. If you haven't watched, you can go here maybe.
and about food and water, it's of course really important to know how that goes on the trek. And we stayed in refugees, and most of the refugees, they offer half boards. That means that you get dinner in the evening and breakfast in the morning.
And pretty good food.
It's good, yeah. I
Good quality food.
really enjoyed the food. I was a bit scary because we eat we eat a lot of veggies and stuff. And I thought,
we are vegetarian.
we are vegetarian, so I thought, we get just cheese or so,
Yeah.
But every day, a lot of veggies, curries.
Yeah, for dinner you get like 3-4 courses, so like they feed you enough so that you are ready for the next day.
Yeah, always
and
nice.
Also breakfast was
Desserts,
nice.
Breakfast was always nice. Yeah, I was really happy about that because if the food is not good, then your mood goes a bit down.
Yeah.
Of course, my mood.
And on some days we wouldn't cross any sort of villages or any towns, so we would also already get the packed food from the refugee, and that was also pretty good. So that would be like some sort of sandwich.
We almost didn't take food from home.
No, like you really don't need to carry snacks with you.
No.
It's just adding extra weight. So yeah, every little gram you have to be really careful.
Yeah. I read on the internet 1 liter is enough. No way. Every day we were thirsty.
Yeah, like what I would have done if I had to do it again was there is like these water filter sort of pouches, and you can just fill that up through all the streams because you would be passing a lot of waterfalls.
Yeah.
And just keep drinking. And we were not really comfortable with just drinking straight out of the stream with our water bottles. Some people, they drink it from like Switzerland or something.
But you don't know like if there's a cow pooping in the water up there, or a human. But if I would do it again, I would maybe not go for the filter, just 2 liters.
2 liters of water. Whoa,
2 liters.
That's heavy.
It's heavy, but...
Yeah, but 1 liter is not enough.
No.
Now the most important thing, tent versus accommodation. So there is always pros and cons with the tent. The tent is cheaper, you are more flexible. Even in peak seasons, you can still get places to camp. But the cons of tent is that you have to carry it, you have to carry a sleeping bag. And then if it's raining, then it's a problem. So now you're going to say the pros and cons of Refugio?
Refugios, so much luxury. And the Refugios. So about the Refugios, I think the biggest con is, that's like, maybe we should have put this in the beginning, you have to book in advance. And in advance, I mean like months before. I heard people who booked in December, so half year before, and they were already like too late. We did 1.5 months before.
Yeah.
So it is possible, but we were really, I did research for really 8 hours long, and then I found a way to go. But we had to do some detours, but it was fine. I will tell more about that later. It was not that fine in the end. But they book out the Refugios.
Yeah.
And especially you have Cormier, it's in Italy, and the right and the left side from Cormier, if you go from Cormier to La Voulie and from Cormier to France, that area is really difficult. There are just a few Refugios.
And they just book out.
They
like
book out.
Crazy. And like now if you would search it, it would be just booked out for a whole next 2 months. There would be maybe 1 day somewhere left in the middle.
Yeah, and that's what we did. Like there was really random days, 2 places left, and that's, I put it all together and then I found a path. But it's really not a good thing. It makes it really difficult to do this hike. So
now we're gonna tell you why we quit on day 7 of our Tour Du Mont Blanc. So we did it in July. It was really nice weather, nice and sunny, but there were some days where it could thunder. It's really random. So even in like peak summer, it could be just raining whole day.
Yeah, of course you cannot look too far, But we saw like the first 6 days, I saw perfect weather. On the 5th day, I saw that on the 7th day, there was thunder predicted. And I thought, no, that was the only day on the whole trek that we couldn't have any thunder because we were going to Refugee Robert Blanc. It's a bit of a variant. And they say everywhere on the internet, like, just go here if the weather is perfect because it's really a tricky path, really exposed. And that day they predicted thunder. And I was hoping in a tourism center that they could give me more information. But then they said, Robert Blanc, France. It was in Italy, the tourism center. France? No, France. No. Okay, now.
So they didn't give any information.
It's over the border, so they suddenly don't know anything about over the border.
We checked on the internet and it looked like it's super. It's not just raining; it's thunder.
Thunder, like bad,
There's
you know.
lightning and stuff.
Yeah, and not just one weather forecast, of course, we checked them all, like Meteo Blue, AccuWeather, everything you can think of, and they all predicted thunder. So we thought, no, what to do? It was really so stressful because you're there with the two of us
Yeah.
in a hotel, and you're thinking like, are we going tomorrow? Is it worth the risk? I really loved until the sixth day. We were such in a dream world, and then you have this, and you have to make a decision.
So we decided on the day 6th evening that we are not gonna go on the day 7th to where we are supposed to go, to the
Yeah.
Variants. But then we thought that, okay, so let's check what is the other alternative. So every alternative, we were checking in the map that how can we just finish our circuit, and every refugio, every hotel, it was all booked out.
Yeah, I called them all, and I said to them, "Oh, I can even sleep in the living room, you know." But
It was all booked
no,
out.
it was all booked out. And they said, "Yeah, you can just come and hope that someone doesn't show up." Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were standing
You
there
hike
in the
for
thunder.
30, you hike for 30 kilometers and
There was no from Cormier to France, that part. There's no public transport.
No.
Just the first part, but like not further away. You're stuck.
we also called the refugio where we were gonna stay. What was the name? Robert Blanc.
Robert Blanc.
We
yeah.
also called Robert Blanc that, hey, how's the weather tomorrow? Is it fine if we come? And so then the guy whoever picked up, they said that yes, it's predicted that it's thunder, but we would not recommend you to come because if there's a thunder, the path is like that you cannot find any shelter.
No, he said, yeah, it also depends how good are you in finding shelter. And like, yeah, I didn't do any Boy Scouts or so, you know. Like, I grew up in the Netherlands. We have no thunder and mountains here, so...
We were just unlucky with the dates.
And
so.
yeah, and that's really the thing with the Tour du Mont Blanc. There's no flexibility.
No.
Like, we had thunder. Maybe you're sick one day. You're stuck, you know.
If you're doing with refugio.
If you do with refugio, you know, you cannot just rebook for the next day because
No.
it's just fully booked.
Yeah, if we just cancel one night to our next place, then you have to figure out how you're gonna go
Get
for
to the other,
place, and you cannot do 60 kilometers walk if there is no public transport or if
there is of course parts with public transport, but it's just a few days, you know.
Yes.
And the rest, it's just you're on the mountains. So.
But we also met some people who just were about to finish when we were starting, and they had like the beautiful 12 days ever.
Yeah.
So it's really random, and we were just unlucky with the weather, just on one day, and because of that, we had to quit our trek.
It was so sad. Oh my god, really, I haven't been that sad in years.
Yeah,
maybe.
we were
Like,
really enjoying it. Like we had the perfect backpack
yeah.
weight. The weather was perfect. We were feeling body-wise great.
Great. And
The videos were coming really nice.
I enjoyed it. It
And-
was really a beautiful track.
Oh my god, yeah. So like it's if you're gonna do it, it's just so beautiful. Every day
Yeah.
is just so different. Really bring your camera. It's just so pretty, so pretty.
Can we give a tip for that? I think we can give a tip. I think we had to quit.
Yeah.
So the next day, luckily, we were in Cormier.
Yeah.
We parked the car in Chamonix or Le Houche, so we could go the Flixbus. You know, really, it was really easy, luckily. But then, of course, you have some days left.
Yeah.
We were really stressed, you know. We want to make the best of our holiday, so we went to Lago Maggiore in Italy. One tip is make a plan B. You know, if you fly from America
US
to
or-
Geneva, what most people do, and maybe they have COVID or so, you know, you have to wait 4 days, you cannot do your trek. Make a plan B. You know, what else can you do in this area?
Yeah.
Because it's an amazing area. It's not just the Mont Blanc. It's you can go to Switzerland where are amazing hikes.
I mean, we had our car, so we were also lucky with that.
Of course, we had our car, but make a plan B. I hope we helped you with your future plannings for the Tour du Mont Blanc. It's an amazing track, really.
It is.
And hopefully we will finish maybe the last days one
Yeah.
day.
Maybe
Not
next year we go. Or we
next year maybe
do
just
that
go
part.
for 1 weekend, do the last part. And then,
Because the last part, what we missed, is also one of the most beautiful part
Yeah.
of the trek.
makes us even more sad. But see you in the next one.